And I'm interested in what this gentleman has to say about Bitcoin. It pulled back slightly from 40,000, but a week ago, a little over a week ago, we were at about 29,000 or so. So pulling back slightly after topping 40,000, pulling back slightly after topping 40,000. But
so where do you think Bitcoin goes from here? I mean, it was a bounce. It didn't hold 40. So now what?
How is that helping to fuel this recovery that's emerging within the core business?
You're seeing infrastructure companies that build out crypto getting investments, institutional investments. All this is happening kind of quietly and maybe not headlines, but it seems to be getting more and more established that at least Bitcoin is here to stay.
Yeah, I mean, listen, no surprise here. I'm still bullish on Bitcoin. I mean, the real game here is whether or not it is going to be adopted as an institutional asset. And I don't see anything that has changed my mind on that. And then the secondary part, which is the tailwind, is whether or not central banks and the Federal Reserve are going to tighten monetary policy or continuing printing. And by my score, I don't see how they cannot continue to print.
You know, Bitcoin has done wonders for our brand. It's elevated our brand by a factor of 100. Obviously, it's made our shareholders billions of dollars over the past 12 months. Look, Bitcoin is digital real estate. People are starting to realize that it's better than real estate. It's scarcer. It's not taxed the same way that real estate's taxed. You can take it to any state and any country. And they used to say you can't take it with you. You literally can take it with you to the grave if you want. And so it's enormously appealing to people that are looking for economic security right now. And that's an incredibly powerful trend. The company's benefiting.
He's of the belief that both can actually go higher. He also thinks, and I'm bringing him up because he's sort of the Maharaji of this entire thing, that there's just not a question of if, but when one of these big tech companies makes a big announcement.
We're buying Bitcoin with our cash flows, and we've got a very profitable enterprise software business. So as we generate more cash, we buy Bitcoin. We've also bought Bitcoin through equity issuance as employees generate stock option revenues. We bought Bitcoin with convertible debt, with senior secured debt, and we have $1 billion shelf registration. And to the extent that we see any of those opportunities as accretive to our shareholders, then we'll buy more Bitcoin. Obviously, we look at the market and we judge it from time to time based upon market conditions.